In the heart of the Louvre Museum, behind layers of protective glass and under the watchful eyes of countless visitors, hangs the Mona Lisa, a painting of modest size yet of monumental fame and significance. Every day, people from all corners of the globe gather in this grand gallery, drawn by the promise of seeing a masterpiece that has become a symbol of art itself. For over 5 centuries, she has captivated millions, her allure transcending mere paint on wood. The Mona Lisa is not just a painting, she is a phenomenon, a cultural touchstone whose reputation has only grown with time. Her presence commands attention, and her image is instantly recognizable even to those who have never set foot in a museum. What makes this portrait the most famous in the world? Her fame is a tapestry woven from threads of artistic genius, historical twists, and an unsolvable mystery that has fascinated generations. Unlike any other artwork, the Mona Lisa's story is layered with intrigue, speculation, and endless debate. Leonardo da Vinci's masterful technique is evident in every brushstroke, but it's her enigmatic smile that truly captivates. That subtle, elusive expression has inspired poets, scientists, and artists alike, each searching for its secret. That smile, ambiguous, shifting, invites us to project our own emotions, making each encounter personal and unique. Some see joy, others sadness, and many find themselves lost in her gaze, wondering what thoughts lie behind those eyes. The Mona Lisa's journey from Italy to France, her survival through revolutions, wars, and her dramatic theft in 1911 only deepened her legend. Each chapter in her history has added to her mystique, making her more than just a work of art. She is a survivor, a witness to centuries of change. She is not just a painting, but a character with a rich dramatic story, one that continues to unfold with every new admirer who stands before her. Ultimately, the Mona Lisa is a window into genius, a mirror for our own complexities, and a timeless mystery that continues to inspire. Her gaze seems to follow us, inviting us to ponder not only her secrets but our own. As we stand before her, we engage with an icon whose power endures through the ages, a silent conversation between past and present, between artist and audience that will never truly end. To truly understand the Mona Lisa, we must first delve into the mind and world of Leonardo da Vinci, the ultimate Renaissance man, whose insatiable curiosity and boundless creativity shaped not only art, but the very course of science and innovation. Born in the small town of Vinci in 1452, Leonardo's relentless curiosity bridged the worlds of art and science. He was fascinated by everything around him, dissecting bodies to understand anatomy, studying the movement of water, and inventing machines that were centuries ahead of their time. His mind was always searching for connections, always asking questions, always pushing the boundaries of what was known. His notebooks, filled with thousands of sketches, diagrams, and observations, reveal a mind that saw the world as an intricate, interconnected system. Leonardo documented everything from the flight of birds to the mechanics of the human body, leaving behind a treasure trove of ideas that would inspire generations. For Leonardo, art and science were inseparable. His paintings were not just beautiful images, they were expressions of his profound understanding of nature's principles. He observed how light played across surfaces, how muscles moved beneath the skin, and how emotions flickered across a face. In the bustling workshop of Verrocchio, Leonardo quickly surpassed his master. He pioneered new techniques to capture light, shadow, and emotion, transforming the way artists approached their craft. His relentless pursuit of perfection set him apart from his peers. Leonardo's perfectionism meant that many of his works were left unfinished, as he was never satisfied with anything less than excellence. Yet this very drive to perfect his art pushed the boundaries of what painting could achieve, inspiring others to reach higher. When Leonardo painted, he brought together his deep knowledge of anatomy, his mastery of light and shadow, and his understanding of human psychology. He melded these elements into a new kind of lifelike realism that had never been seen before. The Mona Lisa is the culmination of this synthesis, not just a portrait but a study of light, shadow, and the human soul. Her enigmatic smile and mysterious gaze invite endless fascination, embodying Leonardo's quest to capture the essence of humanity. Through her, Leonardo's genius continues to speak across centuries, reminding us of the power of curiosity, imagination, and the endless pursuit of knowledge. The Mona Lisa's story begins in Florence around 1503, with a commission from silk merchant Francesco del Giocondo. He wanted a portrait to mark a family milestone, a new home and the birth of a son. Leonardo recently returned to Florence, accepted the task, though he was notorious for leaving projects unfinished. The process was anything but ordinary. Leonardo worked for years, seeking to capture not just a likeness, but the sitter's soul. He entertained his subject, aiming for a genuine, fleeting expression, a revolutionary approach at the time. Ultimately, Leonardo never delivered the painting, becoming so engrossed in perfecting it that he kept it for himself. The Mona Lisa became his personal laboratory, a canvas for his most advanced artistic and scientific theories. What began as a simple commission evolved into Leonardo's magnum opus. The woman behind the Mona Lisa was Lisa Gherardini, born in Florence in 1479. Married to Francesco del Giocondo, she lived a typical life for a merchant's wife. Respected, but unremarkable. When she sat for Leonardo, she was about 24. Her portrait meant to celebrate a happy moment. Unlike the opulent portraits of her era, Lisa is depicted simply, shifting focus to her personality and inner world. The painting's name, La Gioconda or Mona Lisa, reflects both her husband's surname and a sense of joy. For centuries her identity was debated, but a 1503 note confirmed she was indeed Leonardo's sitter. Lisa's quiet life faded into obscurity, but her face became an eternal icon. One of the Mona Lisa's greatest innovations is Leonardo's use of sfumato, a technique of blending colors and tones with thin, translucent layers. The word sfumato comes from the Italian for smoke, and it perfectly describes the gentle, almost imperceptible transitions between light and shadow that Leonardo achieved. This approach was revolutionary in its time, setting his work apart from the sharp lines and defined edges common in earlier Renaissance paintings. This method erases harsh outlines, creating soft transitions and a dreamlike quality. The result is a sense of atmosphere and depth that makes the subject seem to emerge from the canvas, as if shrouded in a delicate mist. Sfumato allows for subtle gradations of tone, making the skin appear more lifelike and the features more mysterious. Most famously, it blurs the corners of her eyes and mouth, making her smile seem to appear and vanish depending on where you look. This optical illusion has fascinated viewers for centuries, as her expression seems to shift with every glance, inviting endless interpretation and speculation. Leonardo's deep study of optics and light allowed him to craft this effect, using our own vision to create perpetual ambiguity. He meticulously observed how the human eye perceives form and shadow, and he applied this scientific knowledge to his art, blending science and creativity in a way that was truly ahead of his time. He applied atmospheric perspective to the mysterious landscape behind her, adding depth and mood. The hazy, blue-tinted mountains and winding rivers recede softly into the distance, enhancing the painting's sense of realism and inviting viewers to lose themselves in its world. The slow, painstaking process, enabled by oil paint, let him refine the painting for years. Each layer was carefully applied and allowed to dry, building up a luminous surface that glows from within. This patience and dedication are part of what makes the Mona Lisa so extraordinary. The result is a portrait that feels alive, her skin glowing with inner light. The subtle interplay of color and shadow gives her an almost supernatural presence, as if she might speak at any moment. Sfumato gives the Mona Lisa her signature softness and vitality. It's this gentle modeling of form that makes her seem both real and elusive, inviting us to look closer and wonder about the secrets she holds. Through this technique, Leonardo captured not just a face but the essence of life itself. The Mona Lisa endures as a masterpiece, not only for her beauty, but for the scientific genius and artistic vision that brought her to life. Beyond her smile, the Mona Lisa's gaze is legendary. Her eyes seem to follow you wherever you move. This Mona Lisa effect is a masterful illusion, making viewers feel seen, not just observers. Leonardo achieved this through perspective and sfumato shading, painting her face nearly front-on and her gaze straight ahead. The lack of fixed highlights lets our brains interpret her eyes as always meeting ours. In Renaissance portraiture, women were usually shown in profile, distant and passive. Leonardo broke convention, giving Lisa a direct, engaging gaze that suggests intelligence and agency. The combination of her unwavering eyes and enigmatic smile creates psychological tension. She is both accessible and unknowable. This duality compels us to keep looking, searching for answers she never reveals. It's this interplay of gaze and expression that makes the Mona Lisa endlessly fascinating. The Mona Lisa's journey from Leonardo's studio to national treasure began when he moved to France in 1516, invited by King Francis I. Leonardo brought the painting with him, continuing to refine it in his final years. After his death, the Mona Lisa entered the French royal collection, admired by kings and courtiers. It moved from palace to palace, its fame growing quietly among the elite. Napoleon even hung it in his bedroom, captivated by her mystery. After the French Revolution, the painting was moved to the Louvre, now a public museum. For the first time, ordinary people could see the masterpiece once reserved for royalty. This transition set the stage for her rise as a global icon. The Mona Lisa's true leap to global fame came in 1911, when she was stolen from the Louvre. The empty space on the wall became a sensation, drawing crowds and headlines worldwide. The thief, Vincenzo Perugia, believed he was returning the painting to Italy, though his story was based on a misunderstanding. For 2 years her whereabouts were unknown, and her absence only increased her mystique. The theft turned the Mona Lisa into a celebrity, her image reproduced everywhere, her story followed by millions. When she was finally recovered in Florence, the world celebrated her return. The painting toured Italy before coming home to the Louvre, greeted by massive crowds. The theft transformed her from a Renaissance masterpiece into a symbol of lost and recovered art. Her legend was now cemented in modern culture. The Mona Lisa became not just a painting, but a phenomenon. Today, the Mona Lisa remains an object of fascination, her image reproduced and parodied across the globe. She bridges high art and pop culture, ensuring her relevance for every generation. Her power lies in mystery. She offers no clear answers, only questions that invite endless curiosity. She embodies Leonardo's genius, blending art and science, and challenges us to look deeper. Millions visit the Louvre each year, drawn by the same enigmatic smile and gaze. In that crowded room, people from every background share a moment of wonder. The Mona Lisa is more than a painting. She is a story of genius, obsession, survival, and mystery. Her quiet expression contains the complexities of human experience. She reminds us that true masterpieces reflect not just the artist, but ourselves.